was fucking good, people. How are we doing? How's it going, Chris? Damn, that's -9. Jesus Christ. We'd all fucking die around here if that was going on. How are we doing, boys? Nice toque. What the fuck is that? Is that the hat? If it's called a toque, I might have to take it. Toque? I might have to take that shit the fuck off, mate. How are we doing, guys? Happy fucking Friday. Manolette, how's it going, man? All good. All fucking good. Kerry, what's good? Uselis, what's going on, man? B7 in the building. What's good, bro? I'm all good, man. Just gonna kick it a little bit on a Friday, trying to stream a little bit more. Especially with this being the last card of the year. Might as well try and get those extra hours in. How's everyone doing? Useless. I need to get you on Discord or on Twitter or something. I'm working on a video at the moment that I think you'd really like to be part of. It's pronounced toque. Nice. Basically, you've got like an overground sock on my head. It's cold as a witch's titty here in Wisconsin. Yeah, that vibe's kind of all over the place, isn't it? Canadian word for what Americans say. Yeah, we call it a beanie as well. I literally just decided last second just to throw it on. Fuck, I thought it was Thursday. Is it mate, when you don't, like, it could be Monday as far as I know. I'm one of those guys who always has to check the I basically have to check my phone constantly to remind myself what day it is. In fact, the only reason I know what day it is most of the time is because I got a kid in it. Basically it. Toke is what I'm about to rip right now to you know who. My G, man. It's been a while since I've had a good tokey, a good toke. How's everyone doing on this Friday, though, man? Everyone well? Legend Crystal in the building. I think it sounds to me like everyone's going through that winter weather at the moment. I don't think anyone's immune from it. If you're in the northern hemisphere, you're basically fucked, which is where most of our viewers come from. Pretty much. But yeah, useless. If you can hit me up on, like, if you're on Twitter or one of those places, just hit up at Bad MMA Math. I've got 2 videos in the work at the moment that I think you'll like to be a part of. It's one of those compilation ones I do every now and then. Sorry, I had to go there for a second, but I'm back. Seems like I'm saying that a lot lately. Yeah, Crystal, what's going on? I see you're back out on the grind though. That's fucking crazy. I knew they couldn't hold you back for too long. You're grinding on a video, Rob. I've got to stop calling you Rob. It's not Rob, it's Kerry. You're Rob's neighbor. You got it. Hang on a sec. I've actually got 2 imposters on Twitter, which is really flattering. I got you. At least I think this is you. I think this is you, unless you mean. Are you does your Twitter handle begin with Nick? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Yeah, I'll hit you up. I've got something in the works at the moment. I'm interested to know what you're working on as well, Kerry. How's it going, Jigger? What's good, my man? We're just gonna go with Jigger. Oh, your ex is the same as your name. This is some other randomer I've just allowed into my life then. Brilliant. How's it going, Larry? What's good, bro? It's all good. The video is about my neighbor Rob, or at least we're consistent. And he bought a 4x4 Oshkosh with a 12. I wish I knew what that meant. I'm not a real man, bro. Oh, there we go. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. Yeah, I've just let some random cunt onto my Twitter now. I'm gonna give the guy a trial run, see how it goes. We'll see. I am familiar with the term Oshkosh somewhat. If a man disrespects you talking, you should about you behind your back and making you look back. His girlfriend wants to fuck you. What would you do? All right, I'm gonna try and translate what you just said because that was quite the mouthful there. Are you saying that a man has disrespected you and now his woman is trying to bang you? What are you doing? What should you do? I've got a theory about this one, and some people are going to find it a bit Just clarify that that's what you're talking about. I've got a theory about this one, and it's going to sound a little bit controversial, but we'll see. Maybe you can I don't want to put my foot in it before you've clarified it. I am familiar with Oshkosh Magosh. So you're saying a man is talking shit about you, a friend of yours, I'm assuming, and now his girlfriend wants to bang you. What should you do about it? You obviously don't know me very well, sir. Frankie, I'm glad you're live. Can't wait for tomorrow's card. I'm kind of buzzing about it as well. I'm not so much buzzing about the card itself because it is what it is, but it's people fighting, isn't it? I mean, what's there not to love? We can complain about how shit it is after the card's over. Dude had pics. He talks a lot of shit about me and tries to damage my image. I think you've made up your mind already, mate. And to be honest, Manolette, I would do the same thing that you're about to do. In my view, yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. If it was like a dude's wife or something, I'd stay away. But whenever it comes to cheating, yeah, I'm always of the one where you're doing your boy a favor. If I'm not saying if you smash the girl because that might be a step too far, but someone's going to anyway. You might as well get a free smash out of it. And then you tell the dude afterwards, I'm sure he's not going to be that happy. But how can you prove that she's really serious unless you actually smash her? How can you prove that she's actually a cheat? You're doing your boy a service. And the fact that the dude's talking shit about you, fuck it. It's not your like I said, no wife. She was already cheated on him a lot. Then he's a mug. You might as well get your dick wet as well, sir. You got to understand though, yeah, I'm pretty fucked up when it comes to this kind of stuff. So you probably shouldn't take my advice. I think anybody else in here would tell you to do the right thing. But your so-called mate sounds like a bit of a bellend and a bit of a simp, and he's got a bit of Gary about him. So you might as well slather your nuts in that juice as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. But I'd jimmy up if I were you. I mean, it's advice I'm giving. It's not necessarily advice that I'm following. But I think you've already made up your mind. And if you're asking for so if you're asking me to I don't know, validate what you're about to do, he's your mate's mate. And why are we having this conversation? Smash away, sir. Smash to your heart's content. But like I said, if I was you, I would jimmy up. That's my advice in this situation. If it's your mate's mate and he's treating you like a bit of a cunt, yeah, you can, it's the ultimate revenge ploy. I can't believe I'm saying this, but fuck it. I actually mean it. Yeah, we've got like the Westy's been a mod in here from day one pretty much. But like I said, I don't really control what goes on with the moderators around here anymore. I don't really pay attention to it. I let the boys handle it. B7 is going straight to whoop his ass. I mean, donate. She's dying, donate. Marry her. That's the ultimate revenge. Mate. That's just jumping on the grenade yourself. This woman's very clearly a whore. I'm very anti-marriage anyway, you know that, boys and female. But by the way, do subscribe to Crystal. Don't know about what this dying talk is all about. Just yeah, just don't go too far with it. You know, just you know, clap those cheeks a little bit. You know, that's my honest advice. And if the guy ends up kicking your ass, so what? You've won. That's my honest opinion about this situation. I don't believe in marriage. I don't really believe in monogamy. And like I said, if your boy is no, I'm saying if you can beat him up, go ahead and smash. I reckon you should do it anyway. Do it anyway. You know, a beating's fine. You can recover from that shit. You move on. Who's Timber? Am I Timber? Did you just get me to say a fucked up phrase again? But Betty, you know I'm fucking. How's it going, Aaron? Aaron, that video you made was hilarious. That video was very, very funny. It wasn't racist at all, especially because of the demographic that you're discussing. What if the guy kicks his ass, then fucks him in the ass? God damn. Your mind went to the very dark place very, very quickly. I mean, that is the trumping revenge on top of the revenge you've just got. Oh, Western is timber. Gotcha. I can't keep up with some of the derogatory insults you've got for me, so you know, just making sure. Aaron always turns up at the right moment. I swear to God, Aaron, this is completely coincidental. I didn't talk about anyone getting fucked in the ass. I got asked for my genuine fucked up advice. I mean, Manolet, now that we're on the subject, is there a possibility that the guy could fuck you up and then fuck you in the ass? Now that that's out there. I mean, I didn't bring it up. Yeah, if you guys could have a look at Aaron's video, give this one a little bit of a boost, and subscribe to the cunt as well. One of the boys. And you can tell me honestly, boys, this is what, a 14-second clip. You can tell me, racist or not. Frankie, look at my last chat, bruv. Hang on a second. Chris. Oh, yeah. So if you set me up with the Irish love of my life and we wanted to marry, would you be disappointed and not come to the wedding? I'd be disappointed. But I'd come to the wedding. I love weddings. Even if like I feel sorry for the two dumb cunts that are doing it, but the wedding part is actually pretty sweet. I usually get it in on weddings as well. There's something about not racist enough. Black Betty, I'm glad you said it. I was kind of thinking the same thing, I'm gonna be honest. I think you could have gone a bit harder. Just some like friendly advice for next time. No, I'm much bigger. I can fight. You've got nothing to lose then, sir. Fuck it. Fuck his mom as well while you're at it. Don't just stop at the wife. If he's got a sister, go for that. If he's got a mother, or even if she's a bit fucked, go for that too. I was recommended to put MC Punjabi in the background, but I thought it would have been overboard. Nah, no, there is no overboard when it comes to that particular group. I don't care how that sounds. I have a reason to have a gripe against those people. Give a fuck. Next time, let's dial it up a few notches, shall we? Don't be shy, Aaron. We got your back. Racism is okay as long as it's like certain people. We've learned that. We know how to get down is. But yeah, it's very funny. I recommend you all check it out. I'd play it in here, but I don't want it to ruin your view count. I've already played it a few times. I very much enjoyed it. Yeah, if you are somebody who is into like automobiles and you just want a solid dude to put you through your paces, sign up to Rob's neighbor. He's not just a By the way, it doesn't. Who is I don't want to sound like a casual here. I don't really mind. Who is Kanaev? Who is that cunt? Where's this guy come from? And why is he getting like a pretty much a title eliminator right off the bat? Who is he? I mean, I assumed he was Dagestani because I'd never heard of him before, and he's fighting Curtis Blades, who obviously Tom Aspinall just fought last, which is a mad one. I'm surprised that Curtis Blades agreed to do it. He should have been like, who? Fuck off. If it's against Indians, it's always okay. That's basically the moniker of this channel. I should have that like underneath my channel description. Wait, you guys were joking about it. I was 100%. No, I'm serious. I don't know what you think. I never joking here. I say things with like a shit-eating grin on my face, but he beat Renan Ferreira. Oh, that's why they're doing it. That's why they're doing it. So he comes in against Curtis Blades, gets teabagged, and then it makes Francis Ngannou look shit again. This is fucking. You have to look at the bigger picture, Aaron. You have to look at the bigger picture. But if he comes in there and smokes Curtis Blades, opposite effect. I mean, I suppose him beating Renan Ferreira doesn't mean that much because obviously Ngannou like blitzed through him. I can see it as a win-win one way or another. I finally got my my parlay up and running for tomorrow. I've got no confidence in it, but I'm going to give it a go. UFC is getting too boxing-ish. In what sense, man? I don't know if I entirely agree with that. I don't care. He doesn't deserve it. Well, he definitely doesn't deserve it, but I don't even know who this fucker is. I can't say for sure, but the fact that, I mean, anyone coming from PFL should go back to the bottom of the barrel, let's be honest. It was a no contest. The plot thickens. What's this guy's name? Kunaev. Let's check this cunt out. All right, he's 13-2. He's not even undefeated. Looks a bit nice love handles on the cunt, I gotta say. Yeah, it's a overturned to a no contest. Oh, so he's a cheating little prick. He beat that Anthony Hamilton. Isn't that like a musician? I haven't heard of any of these people that he's beaten. I mean, he looks like a murderer. 33-34 guy. 0-0, 5-0. Yeah, this is a typical Dagestani we've got here. 18-10, 9-3, 8-1. Of course he gets a fight against Curtis Blades. Why the fuck not? Of course Kerry is driving. I assume Kerry's driving all the time. Oh, it was a title. Oh, wait, hang on a second. So was that the final of the? Was that the guy who fought him in the final? Klaus, how you doing, bro? I'm good. I'm fucking good. I don't usually go on a Friday, but I was feeling it. I almost said I was feeling lonely. That was a bad moment and untrue. Title shot should be decided on who's a better draw, in my opinion. The UFC would love you. I mean, you're not wrong. That it is a business at the end of the day. And creating the best conditions for certain fighters or against certain fighters. True that. Curtis is going to do whatever he wants to him. Definitely. Curtis is going to take him down and teabag him. That's my prediction. Suffocation by teabag is the outcome. He'll always be MMA, bad math. Everyone always mixes it up. It's like bad MMA, bad math, bad math MMA, bad MMA math. It had to go. How you doing, Paradox? Why are you struggling? By the way, has there been any UFOs in Europe or just in America as usual? No, I mean we don't have anyone. We don't have anyone in the UK who has an IQ below 10, so we haven't seen any. We haven't seen any UFOs. I mean, God bless you. You've got some fucking retards over there. I mean, I do believe in I do believe in alien life, obviously, but I don't believe in that retarded shit. Docs, you mean snuggling? No, Western. I thought it said struggling. No, I'm not so sure. Docs be snuggling with DJ Aiden and had to let chat know. Don't encourage DJ Aiden. Bro, I tried to do my own copper plumbing today and destroyed What do you mean copper plumbing? Listen, man. You're talking to a failed academic out here. Yeah? Don't come with that copper plumbing talk like I'm supposed to know what the fuck that means. Copper. You meant struggle. Thank God. You see, I'm with it. You need picks, bro. I told you this is a really hard card. This card is disgracefully bad. Do you know what I've done though? I've gone for like a few. I've gone for like a few to make it to the third round. Things are so bad, Docs here. I've actually picked a woman. I've put a woman in one of my parlays. That's how thin on the ground we are this weekend. It's gross. You guys have imported tons of immigrants. You've got some, yeah, but I'm talking about I almost said I'm talking about the white people. This has not been a good start to the Friday for me. This is why I don't really stream on a Friday. I'm a little bit more unhinged. Fucking Padilla Woodson fight is blowing my brain. It's a tough one, man. That's a pick 'em. The thing is, if you're gonna bet on that one, I'd probably go with the underdog to get some value because that to me is a 50-50. I'm gonna wear my sexy red shirt to UFC Tampa. Oh, you're going to? Of course, you're going to UFC Tampa, bro. Try and get some like I was gonna say try and get some good pictures. I mean, we are watching it on TV, so what's the point? Too many underdog merchants affecting my brain. I think this is an underdog. I think this is an underdog card. I'll be real with you. I hope you get jumped. Wow, Chris coming with that fire today. I'm gonna be real, yeah. Like, all right, there's a few things. Which race would you eliminate if you had to pick one? Indian. Sorry, what? Peru in the house tomorrow. Marcus gonna beat the fuck out of Yanis. I was just gonna say, Manu. I'm a big fan of Marcos. The trouble that I've got with him, yeah, is he's fucking inactive. Number one. Secondly, I actually think you know how Yanez usually looks a little bit softer on the belly. He's got like that kind of skinny fat thing going on. He looks relatively shredded. Relatively. Be Indians for me. Indians would be first. I'll be real. I'm not a big You meant Olympic running events. Oh. Still Indian. Yeah, still Indian. Go India. Ask me any question. The answer is India. Pretty much. I'm not a big fan of the Jays as well. Not because like, you know, like ethnically standing. I just can't abide arrogance. That's all it is. So I don't like that portion of the no. Chris Gray, be careful. Let's be careful. I think I would literally jump off of if every Asian disappear. Oh no, we've still got Latinas. We're fine. We've still got Latinas and we've still got like Spanish women. They would make like a worthy substitute. If Asian women were suddenly just wiped off the menu, and I've used the word menu very strategically here. I'm saying menu. I don't care how gross that sounds. I could go with some espanadas. Do you know what I mean? Some enchiladas. You know, I could switch it up. So it wouldn't be that much of a disaster. I'd probably cry for like a week and then I'd get back to business. You know. Why are we suddenly saying blacks in the chat, Will Black Betty? Is that your choice? You'd eliminate them from Olympic running events. You should have specified. You were clearly out here. I mean, Indians are technically. But it's like they're the They are like they're like the butthole of Asia. If Asia was like a human person, India would be the asshole. Is Spain even safe to go to? What the hell do you mean by that? Spain is fucking amazing. I don't know why I'm doing this. I love black pussy so much. That's good for you, Kloss. Personally, I mean, it's not the flavor for me, but I understand where you're coming from. I've been there. It's more the attitude that I can't take. That I've been with a few, and they've always been a little bit on the nutty side. And I don't mean how they taste, I mean how they behave. Although one of them did taste a little bit nutty, but that's a different story. Spain and Argentina have the best women by miles, brother. Manu, what are Peruvian like? Is Thailand the good? How you doing, Lane? What's good? We're talking about vagina again. Isn't there cartels in Spain? Bro, I've received nothing but amazing hospitality. I think you're thinking of the wrong place. I think you're thinking of like Colombia or some shit. I mean, I know if you're one of those people that's like Colombia, Mexico, Spain is the same, then I won't be able to necessarily disprove that. I'm gonna stay out of this one. No, Lane, we're joking. We're not really talking about that. We're talking about races that what's the first race that we would eliminate? Friday might be my new favorite day to stream on. I'm loving this. Spain ain't Mexico. No, Spain is incredible. Have you got Cub or Billy? I've got Cub Swanson, sir. In fact, I think I've put Cub in my I've put Cub in my parlay. I think Billy Quarantillo is shit. There was a time when I thought he was quite good. But he's not. He's terrible. But mind you, I keep mixing him up with somebody else. You know, like, is Billy Quarantillo the guy that fought Paddy Pimblett? It's not, is it? It's a different guy. That's the guy who I keep mixing him up with. Whoever fought Paddy Pimblett like back in the day, but they're both shit. Spain is in fact not Mexico. You see, we come here for the wisdom. Yeah, I've got Cub W as well, Lane. I think what's going to happen is I think Billy Q is going to get into like a scrap with him and he's going to get chinned. Billy lives in Tampa. He didn't have to. Yeah, but he didn't have to travel. But he's shit. Very shit. And very chinny. But the thing is, though, Billy Quarantillo is one of those weird ones, yeah, where he beats the people he should lose to, and he loses to the people he should beat. So the question is, where does Cub fall into that? And the fact that Quarantillo is a favorite really scares me. We're just off topic and on the nutty, your topic usually. I didn't start this shit. It's Crystal, you got to be honest, yeah? I don't necessarily discourage it, but I don't start it. I mean, Tats has nailed it. Mexico is indeed not Spain. I mean, he's got it. Stylistically, Buckley might be the dude to give Bilal. I was saying this as Cayman. How you doing, brother? That's what my thumbnail and title were all about today. I think Buckley could be a future champion potentially because he's a very well-rounded dude and he's got power. Like Bilal won't be able to. And the thing is, yeah, Buckley's kind of got cardio. Frankie, what's your favorite kind of nut? Is this a trick question? You're filth, you know that. You're scum. I'm going to say a cashew nut. What am I supposed to say? My own nut? I ain't gay, bro. Michael Johnson's finna win 2 rounds and then get chinned. Azayatar's too. Azayatar is also shit and slow, and he's got no cardio. I think Michael Johnson's going to piece him up. If Azayatar's going to win that fight, he has to chin Michael Johnson in the first round. And I'll be honest with you, it's not impossible. I see Buckley filling that Gilbert Burns role as a contender. That is a very good shout. There's definitely a spot in the division. I think Buckley's going to win tomorrow, but I think it's going to be a lot harder than people are expecting. Colby Covington is hard as nails. And it's not like he's ridiculously old. He's like, what, 35, 36? Maybe he's 37, I don't know. But he's not like 40. And Colby's not had a lot of fights. In fact, I think him and Buckley have had the same amount of fights in the UFC. Close versus Alvarez is a good matchup. I don't really think so. Man. I think Alvarez is going to beat the shit out of him. That's what I think. Pistachio is better than... Nah, man. I mean, pistachios taste good. The problem with pistachios, is I don't like having to work for it, which will tell you a lot how I deal with women as well. The same philosophy. I don't like, I don't like having to, too much effort for me. Joel Alvarez should 100% be ranked. St. Denis still being ranked he should have never been ranked. How's it going, Hustle Bones? What's good, my G? How are we doing? I see Colby winning because he's coming off a fresh T-ball cycle, Turinabol cycle. Very good. You could be right. Colby looks a little bit taller than him, but I was a bit nervous that he refused to pop his shirt off. That was low energy there. I think he saw Buckley looking shredded, and then he was like, I'm gonna keep the garms on. I'm not gonna pop anything off. Yeah, plus 300 on Colby. I think if you're betting on that fight, you've got to bet Colby. I mean, plus 300 underdog is a mad one. I don't think that you can get peeled pistachios your toss pot. All right, fucking hell. But that kind of feels like not as fresh, right? Pistachio ice cream is pretty goated. He's hiding his gyno. Chill. Oh, that might be true. I assumed he just saw Buckley with his shirt off and was like, I don't want to stand near this guy and look. I mean, he's going to have to do it. If he comes out wearing a t-shirt tomorrow night and we know or if he tries to wear a t-shirt in the cage and they're like, no, bro, you got to pop it off, then we know he's insecure. He's going to win. He's been juicing heavy. I'm not going as far as to pick... When the fight was first announced, because I've been picking Buckley for like years. When everyone said that Buckley was dog shit, I was still picking him. But when that fight was announced, I was kind of like, I think Colby might win just because 5-rounder drags him into the later rounds. But Buckley's cardio is good, man. He knows how to pace himself. Pistachio-flavored macaroons, they are good. If Colby loses, what's next for him? Fight Chandler. I think it might be the end of the road. T-shirt Colby is the new mythical fighter. Pistachio ice cream is my favorite. I wouldn't go that far, but it's pretty good. My son really likes it as well. He's a big fan of the old pistachio. To be fair to the little nipper. Even I wouldn't bet on Colby plus 185 dog. Is that what he's at? 185? I thought he was at plus 300. I mean, he's unlikely to win. Buckley is a really good stylistic. Buckley's more powerful. Buckley's more diverse in the striking. Buckley is strong. Difficult to keep down. I don't really see the only way I see Colby winning this is by a questionable decision. I can see him like maybe outworking him. He's not going to keep him down. He's got to land more strikes over 3 rounds, basically, to get a win. That's the only way Colby's going to win. I don't think Colby will retire, but he should. How's it going, JVD? What's good, bro? Not gonna lie, fighter shirts would be cool for more sponsorships. Yeah, but think about all the problems it would cause with the like with the grappling and all that kind of shit. And I mean, if you're like a homo, but you're in the closet, do you know what I'm saying? You can watch MMA and kind of pretend like you're watching it for the fighting. So it ruins it for those guys as well. Not that I'm speaking from experience or anything. Chris, why aspire to be a Canadian British plant policeman if you have such bacon skills? It's a very good question. Buckley picks and chooses his explore moments. He makes a lot of mistakes, but I don't think Colby is. This is the issue that I've got, Kloss. I think he might outwork him potentially, but he'd have to do it in the last 3 rounds. That's what I would potentially say. It's got to be that. Stream's going well. Are you taking the piss, mate? Are you fucking taking the piss? Buckley over 4.5 rounds. As a bet, you can get virtually evens here for the fight to see the 4th round. And I like that. I think that's a nice little. Only question is if Buck Lips can hang in the wrestling. He definitely can. Can you see Colby keeping him down? And even if he can keep him down, what the fuck's he gonna do? Colby's wrestling is a myth because he's got 0 jiu-jitsu. When has Colby even submit? If Colby submitted somebody, I guarantee you it's minimal. Colby's a decision merchant. That's how he's gonna win this fight. If you're betting on Colby, why did I type in submission? I'm so dumb. Let's see Colby Covington's record just for curiosity. All right, it's not letting me onto the UFC website. They must have found out about me. Hang on a second. Oh, he's had 5 submission wins. Wow. That's actually way better than I thought. I want a Modelo themed UFC fight shirt. Don't ruin my hopes. All right, I'm sorry. Bedroom cardio. Don't get that prop on. Yeah, we have that on. I've been using Paddy Power for about 10 years. I only realized last week that you can bet on actual round starting. I didn't realize that. I thought you could only bet on the overall under that they offer you. I can see Colby dog walking him. He's not dog walking him. How's he gonna dog walk him? The best hope that he's got is to basically, the way that I see this going. Actually, do you know what? Yeah, I think Colby's best chance is to outland him. It's just to be more active and not get chinned. But that's the worry, because Buckley's just got to catch you once. And Colby does have a pretty good chin. Colby either 5th round or decision. I don't hate that. I don't hate him getting a last finish because we haven't actually seen Buckley go to 5. We've seen Buckley look really good and maintain his cardio for 3 rounds, but you've never really seen him do it for 5 because he hasn't need to. And once retire after years of homicide detective, I will try to start a food truck. Wow, bro. Have you been tested for stuff? Take down, lay and pray. I don't hate it, but I don't see it either. I don't think Buckley's very easy to keep down. I can the way that I can see this going, yeah. I think Colby's going to be doing very well, and a lot of people who have bet on Buckley are going to be like, "Oh shit," like Colby's back kind of thing, and then like Colby's going to be tapping away at him and looking the more active, and then he's just going to get chinned. That's the way I see this going. 3rd or 4th round, just getting his head knocked off. I hope I'm wrong. I kind of like Colby. I enjoy him. I would say that Colby's the better wrestler, but the thing is, yeah, I'd say it's marginal. I don't think he's going to be able to keep Buckley down, and even if he does, I don't know, man. When's the Tism, Chris, Tism? That old chestnut. All right, well, maybe you're right. I mean, he did get his jaw broken. That was in the 4th round, as far as I remember, against Usman, and he obviously trucked on. But Colby's no pussy, is what I'm saying. He's hard as nails. If Colby tries to strike, he gets slept. But if you think about every Colby fight we've seen recent, since basically, I would say in the last 6, 7 Covington fights, we haven't really seen him try to wrestle. He's not. I don't get this whole like Colby's a pure wrestler thing. He's a volume striker, basically. He's a cardio machine, is what he is, with a really good chin. You're getting very mouthy these days, Chris Gray. I might have to deal with you when you get over here. Your mouth is writing checks that your butt can't cash, mate. In fact, I don't know why I'm talking so confidently. I've never actually seen you, whereas obviously you've seen me, and the fact that you're able to so confidently speak this way to me probably implies that I should shut the fuck up. Usman had to do so much gear. His head boils in his forehead. It was before the 4th round. It might have been the 3rd. I can't tell if Colby doesn't give a fuck or if he's locked in. I think he's taking this. Colby only takes fights that he thinks he can win. I would be the UK's greatest autist copper. Yeah, you probably will. A lot of our cops are autistic. It's a prerequisite for the job. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. In Usman was definitely on some gear. I just don't know if that Colby's still around. That Colby beats the Colby that fought Usman beats Buckley quite easily, in my opinion. But I don't think he's that Colby anymore. Yeah, I don't like this. But the thing is, Colby's a very intelligent fighter. He's defensively quite responsible. He's not amazingly easy to hit. The thing is with Colby, yeah, when you watch him, yeah, in any fight that he doesn't look really technical in any way, but he's very effective. And I mean, this is the biggest test that Buckley's really ever had. So I don't know. I think Buckley's gonna win, but I'm not gonna be betting on it. I'm not betting Buckley at minus 150 or minus 170 or whatever it is. I don't know, bro. We started looking again. He might not be out. He was juiced the fuck out. Yeah, he was. I'm not counting Colby out. I'm really not. I can understand why a lot of people are putting last minute stock in him. It wouldn't surprise. But let's be honest. If Colby wins, it's going to be by decision. He's not going to finish him, and that's where you've got a little bit of worry. I think if Colby wins the 1st round, we could be looking very good because I can see the thing is with Buckley, yeah, he doesn't really against guys that are really good. He doesn't really win rounds. Like against Stephen Thompson, you could argue that he lost the first 2 rounds. Because I bet on Buckley that night. And I was thinking, fuck, he's fucked this up. And then bam, he chinned him. I know the Radzaboev fight was really impressive, but Radzaboev should be fighting at middleweight. And it was very short notice. So I don't know. I like Buckley a lot, but this for me should be way closer in the odds. Way closer. I need the return of ITP MMA. Yeah, I hope he's back soon too. I miss ITP as well. He must be going through a lot. It was kind of good of him to come back and talk to the community a bit. Plus, he is on Discord, so try and give him a shout. I'm sure he'd be happy to holler at you. If your kid came home one day and said, "Dad, I love turtles now. Can we get 1 or 2, please?" What would you say? I'd get him some turtles. Why not? We'd go out and get a little terrarium. Get some turtle action going on. Why not? Unless you're talking about a different kind of turtle. I don't know what you might mean by broken rib. Yeah, I sell it. Aquarium and all. It's not. I think it's called. Is it a terrarium or a? It might be an. No, it's a terrarium, right? I sent ITP a Crystal Miller-esque message, no response. I heard from him like 2 weeks ago, I think. He said he's all right and that he's gonna come back at some point. Buckley loses by a head kick like he did 3 years ago. Buckley is responsible for the greatest. I think Buckley has the greatest finish in MMA history, the one he did to Impa Kasanganay. That was oh my god, he's dead. It was that kind of finish. Buckley is amazing at welterweight. He's just the right. It's the perfect division for him. He's gonna be tough. Yeah, Buckley has fought a lot, bro. He's very active. Buckley's had as many fights, if not more, than Colby, or I think they might have had the same fights. It's why the record thing kind of makes sense. I think they've both got 4 losses in the UFC. Buckley's a big dude. Colby could probably cut to if there was a. I feel like Colby's one of those guys who, when they look back in the whole thing, yeah, not having a 165 division is going to be that guy's reason why he never won a title. I think Colby's perfect for 165. He's a bit of a tweener. He's too big for 155, but he's too small for 170. And he's relatively tall. He's not like a, Buckley was always a welterweight. It was clear as that, yeah, Chris Curtis fucked him up. Chris Curtis basically shoved his head up his ass. It was brutal. Because Buckley's gas tank isn't there at middleweight. He's just he looked a little bit like, don't get me wrong, Buckley's always looked in good shape, but he looks less lean. Or obviously he does at middle, but he doesn't look he looks a bit flabby hench at middleweight, if that makes sense. It doesn't make sense. I need to shut the fuck up. Buck Lips fights for the belt next year for sure, in my opinion. It's looking that way. If he beats Colby, he might be next. As in when I say next, as in he won't have to fight again to get a title shot. Like he'll basically get the winner. At least he'll get the winner of I mean, Colby looked relatively tall next to Buckley. He looks like 2 inches taller than Buckley. Until Chris was like, I'm big, bang. I like Chris Curtis a lot. I mean, as a fighter, as a personality, he's a bit of a wet wipe. Colby walks smaller than Islam. Yeah, as in his body frame is he's not like a muscular guy. Colby pretty much goes in there at his walking around. Wait, in the past MMA, that's a good one. That was a good one. I hope he comes back as well. There was a time when I thought Colby would have beaten Islam. I miss those delusional days. He disappeared for the better part of a year before. Yeah, he did. I remember when his main channel, but there was more reasoning behind that though. Like his main channel got nuked, didn't it? It got like demonetized, which I'd imagine would be very problematic for anyone. But he's got like a full-time job. He's not like me where I'm basically like a borderline rich scrub. Do you know what I mean? He's actually got bills to pay. Colby wins and then basically welterweight's fucked. That's what. OTP. Fuck this. Put up a poll. All right, a poll for what? Let's be specific. Frankie, do you find Holly Holm not? I told you, bro, I'm not gay. Stop trying to ask me if I'm gay. All right. Fuck Weidman. What did he do to my boy the Spider and what he did to my boy Spider? Anderson Silva did that shit to himself. If you fuck around, you get found out. It's the thing. I'm one of the biggest Anderson Silva glazers out there, yeah. But when you fuck around like that in a professional fight, you get what's coming to you. Too cocky. The problem is he didn't tell anyone he was leaving. We thought he died. He went out for cigs. Borderline. You can be rich and still be a scrub. I stand by that. Holly Holm would definitely. I can tell you this. I can tell you this, Hustle Bones. Holly Holm would definitely take a ride on this. I could tell you that for free. She would definitely be down. True. That's when I started watching Guru because ITP dipped out of nowhere for a year. That's a weird way to go. Like ITP pulled you in and then you kind of went to Guru. That's like kind of interesting. Or a juxtaposition. Two big words. I don't think it is, mate. I think you can be an utter waste of space and be rich. Poll Buckley versus Colby, please and thanks. All right, why not? While we're here, we haven't done a poll in a little while. Fuck it. Let's do it. Start a poll. Oh, I almost... God damn. I've probably misspelled Buckley, but... Fuck it, lads. We were talking about this, Hustle Bones. Colby didn't pop his shirt off, so we don't know. We don't know. He refused to pop that shirt off. So, difficult to say. I don't know. But he did look like he didn't look small next to Buckley. I could put it that way. I was kind of expecting that Buckley would mog the shit out of him. Did you watch Ronan's Rigo video? I most certainly did. It's very similar to Musical's one, to be fair. Did like, correct me if I'm wrong, Betty. Did he use a lot of the like similar footage? The only thing I would say, looking back at that video, yeah, this is gonna sound like a mad one, yeah. I think Musical and Ronan did the right thing. Don't get me wrong. I kind of feel bad for the subject to the video. Do you know what I mean? I was pissed, Chris Gray. I'm not gonna lie. I only watched the like Pornhub is blocked around here, so it's all I've got, mate. It's spelt buckwheat. Did I spell it incorrectly, or did I, or was I supposed to? Oh, yeah, he did. But I think Musical told people to. Yeah, no, okay, fair enough. I mean, it does help to bring it to other audiences. I think Musical. I know Musical doesn't give a shit about people using, and again, it makes it quicker, innit? I know Buckley's very settled in whatever gym he's at now. I know he was around as well. I think he was at Killcliff for a little bit, if I'm correct. He's been about. Did you? Who said Buckley 57%? Or you said 54? Close enough. Yeah, the only thing, of course, it's owned by a rabbi, obviously. The only thing, yeah, it's like I said, the subject of that, the kid. I'm not going to say the kid's name because it's because then I'm just doing the same thing. It was the only part of it where I was a bit like, I felt a bit bad for him because the kid's young and obviously seeing himself being the subject of a video of that nature would be very traumatizing. It's the only part of it where I was a bit like, but then it's like, what other way was there to show what was going on? I suppose they could have blurred the kid out or something, but the problem is, yeah, is like everybody in the community knows who that kid is. So it's like, it's a tricky one. Let's be honest here. All in all, yeah, it was something that very much needed to be done. It's a hard one when you're exposing something like that. Buckwheat is the black kid from the TV show The Little Rascals. I've never seen The Little Rascals. Welcome back, Kerry. We finally put a poll up for oh, we're 50-50. That is surprising. I guess we know who Kerry's going for. We are a closet Colby fan, are we? Or a Colby believer? Solomon Friedman. Who the fuck is that? No, you're right. Like it's like I said, Black Bay. It's a difficult one because it would be pointless, and like I said, everyone knows who the kid is. And I mean, to be fair, the kid's channel was doing pretty well. I don't know if he still operates or not. I don't know if he still goes live. He was doing pretty well. I didn't realize to the extent that Rigo was doing all that stuff as well. I had no idea. I mean, not with him specifically. You got me. When I left, there was a slow airplane flying over and it had an internal combustion engine, but sounded much different than what my trained ears are used to hearing. So it freaked you out a little bit, yeah? You got those kind of ears, yeah? Yeah, you're right, Black Betty. I don't know, it's a tricky one. I'm like, at the end of the day, it had to be done. Oh, Friedman is the rabbi that owns Pornhub. I mean, to be fair, it's a fucking genius move, isn't it? I don't know how Pornhub makes their money. The whole thing's very confusing to me. Oh, that makes sense, Kerry. I gotcha. I'm looking forward to seeing your next one. I reckon watch-alongs are going to be really popular tomorrow. I think everyone's starting to realize that, oh shit, like we're not going to have UFC for a while, and we're going to get quite a lot of people live streaming. I'm personally not a Colby fan, but I think he'll win with style and pressure, not allowing. I don't disagree with this. I don't think that's a bad take. Honestly, like my viewpoint is, if I had a gun to my head right now, I would say Buckley's going to win. But if I was betting on it, if I had to bet on it, I'll bet on Colby. I think it's way closer than people are making out. Colby doesn't really get finished as well. He doesn't. Like, I don't know, man. This is a tricky one. This is definitely. I think it's more of a. Really and truly, yeah. The UFC is disrespecting Colby a little bit. This should be a pick'em. Well, not the UFC. The betting odds are disrespecting Colby. But I imagine a lot of people are betting on Buckley. If Colby loses, it will be official. He just can't beat muscular black men. You know, some of us have like our allergies. We know that Chris Dawkins has that particular allergy. Kerry, great. Noodles sloop together. What does that mean? I'm noticing there's a lot more people emerging on the platform now that we're talking about noodles. Hang on a second, boys. Oh, Skate Tank is on. Bismarck is still on. I quite like Bismarck. And MMA Guru is on. I haven't been in an MMA Guru live chat in a long time. That is a difficult place to hang out these days. I don't know how he puts up with it. Just getting called a fucking pig all the time. Yeah, that's a lot of abuse to take. So where are you boys all watching the fights tomorrow? I've got a bit of a, it's going to be, I'm supposed to go to a friend's birthday party tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. My daughter came home last night, last night. So got some family stuff to do this weekend, potentially. I wonder if Manolet has got his balls deep right now in his mate's wife or his mate's wife, because he's disappeared all of a sudden. Probably headed straight over there, the dog. I will probably jump around. Yeah. You just made up a word. Sloop. don't know if that's yours. I don't know if you can claim that, Westy. I mean, you can try. If you jump on it quickly, you might be able to claim that. I don't know. I said it pretty like, you know. I think Colby's edging ahead. I'm very surprised by this. I'm very surprised by that. By the way, if you boys have just turned up here, if you could throw up a like on the stream, I'd appreciate it. I think the stream's only got 14 likes. Sloop Dog. So Kloss, you're going tomorrow. That should be sweet. The atmosphere in well, it's in Florida, right? The atmosphere in Florida is usually pretty good. It's going to be a wild night around there. If I ever do a card in America, it's probably going to have to be there. Florida is one of the few like wacky states that I've never been to. I need to jump on it. You won't claim it. Fair play. Fair play. All right. I think I'm going to wrap it up here, boys, because it's pretty late. 2:30 in the morning. I should probably go get some sleep. Shout out to all of you as always, man. Thanks so much for turning up. It's been a usual degenerate load of bullshit. You'll probably see me around in some watch-alongs tomorrow. I imagine that quite a few people are gonna be on, so maybe I can like piggyback off somebody else's. We'll see how it goes. Took away my like. Well, that's fair. That's fair enough. I didn't really understand it. I didn't understand the reference. But yeah, much appreciated, guys. Much love to all of you. I'm gonna be around on I'll be around on Sunday, definitely, to do a reaction to the card. Should I watch the musical or Ronin video about Creep? They are both different because they use similar clips here, but the commentary on them is very different. This has been awful as usual. Fuck you, bro. Do my best. South versus South main event. I'm fucking excited about it as well. And yeah, I will hit you up, Useless. I'm gonna hit you up on I'll hit you up on Twitter about that video. I reckon it'd be wicked. If you check out some of the compilation videos I've got on YouTube, they're actually the only good shit I do on here. Everything else is just waffle. Donkey Kong Country is lit. I was playing Donkey Kong Country 2 the other day. It's still one of the best. I've got one of those like Bismarck. You should get yourself one of those like Retroid pockets. They're so good. They're proper cheap. You can get them for like $150, I think. And you can play everything up to like PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. So GameCube works really well on them. A Dreamcast works really well. Obviously, SNES and all those fuckers work really well. Bismarck, fair play to you though for playing that retro shit, man. You legend. If you'd still been on, I would have raided you, but you've obviously popped off now, right? So I guess we'll raid Hank the Tank. Let's show Hank the Tank some love because I'm gonna fuck off now pretty much. Hang on a second. Let me. Bismarck, have you gone off, mate? You have, yeah. Skate Tank has one person over in his live stream. Let's go over there and show this prick some love. Oh, it's just Skate. Yeah, let's definitely go over there. Let's get over to Skate. He's by himself. I like streams where it's chill and normal people come in. The thing is, Bismarck, yeah, eventually, yeah, when you stream for a long enough time, yeah, eventually the thing, like there was a time in here, bro, where it was like really toxic in here. It was just like people fighting and fucking about. And I remember I came in one time when you were doing when you did like a vertical, and it was just completely out of pocket. It was gross. Anyway, boys, if you could get over to Skate, I'm sure he'd really appreciate it. Really, really lovely dude. Show the guy some fucking love. All right, guys. Much love to all of you. Yeah, he's a nice bloke. He's a nice bloke, Black Betty. I mean, he's we don't all have charisma coming out of our assholes like your boy Frankie. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you're just born with it, you know. I like the opposite. Jigger MMA comes in for the drama. He's strictly in it for the drama. Fair play to you. Anyway, boys, I'm gonna fuck off now. I'll see you all tomorrow or on Sunday. I might do a live stream tomorrow. We'll see how things go. It is the last one. Oh, Piccolo, what's good, man? You're turning up right at the end. If you guys could like the stream, I'd appreciate it. I'm going for. I'm a bit worried about the Marcos. I was going for Marcos the entire time, but Yanez looks like less of a fat fuck than he usually does. But he is very one-dimensional. I'm gonna have to go with Marcos, but if I was you, Piccolo, brother, I wouldn't bet on that. I wouldn't bet on that if I were you. And Colby by unanimous decision is a nice one. It looks like Colby's won in the poll as well. Guys, much love to all of you. I will catch you on Sunday. Have a great one, guys. Head over to Skate Tank. I'm sure you'd appreciate the love. Let me just post his link in there one more time. Peace, bro. Take it easy, Chris. Take it easy, guys. I love you all. Not really. Fuck off.